Yeah. No. Just set off the leg. advantage. See what comes. You hit the advantage. Over. Release. Onside. Advantage. Yeah, you got the advantage. Yeah. You get penalty advantage here. Offside. Have advantage. Short. Ball clear. Ball clear. You still have advantage. No advantage. Holding that, Billy.
Welcome to the ODT and Elevate Analysis coverage of this big game today, this final at for the Spate Shield between Kaikorai and Harbour. I've got an immediate apology. My two co-commentators are still making their way across the ground. It's very hard to get good help. But look, this coverage today is brought to you by Edinburgh Garrador, Fred's Fencing, Brent Lucas Building and Liquorland. Look, it's going to be a really, really big day here today. Harbour beat Kaikorai a couple of weeks ago by 30 points to mid-15s up at Bishop's Court. And then they went on last week and beat Harbour. Sorry, they went on to beat Varsity last week. So Harbour go into this game and they're probably full of confidence, got a really, really big pack. But Kaikorai bounced back in the semi-final. They got a lucky loser's life into the semis. They turned over the Eels out at Peter Johnson Park, which is really, really hard to do. Both teams run out onto the field. They've both got all coming out with little kids from their respective clubs, which is a great way to, as it would be. We could play this final outside. It's such a beautiful day. I've already been at some club rugby today, and the conditions are starting. It's like the middle of summer here. Is anybody ready to talk to me? No, they're still breathing heavily after coming up the stairs. It's hard to get good help. I mean, it really is. I left these boys at the pub. They're only supposed to have one, and they've had three. And looking at them now, they might need resuscitation.
Oh, hello, Paul. Good afternoon.
Lee, good to see you.
I've just rushed sideline here.
So what's happening? What's actually happening down on the sideline there, Lee?
There's a great crowd, and you can see there referee Caleb Nielsen. So where I'm standing, Kaikorai to my left, but good Kaikorai contingent behind me. And great crowd that's turned up. And as you say, beautiful day here. Probably me and OB, couple too many beers, but luckily we were able to sneak.
Speak for yourself, Lee.
Anyway, as you say, 17 degrees outside, so it's going to be hot here.
It's going to be very warm here today, and looks like Kaikorai are going to kick off down towards the Otago University, down to the Mitre 10 stand end of the ground. It'll be Rike Milne to get us underway. OB, what are you expecting here today?
Well, I think back a year ago we're here, weren't we? And I remember that game. Harbour created a lot of opportunities in the first 20 minutes, but didn't take them, and I think that's something they'll be looking to rectify this time around.
Righto, here we go. Caleb Nielsen, and it's Rike Milne, puts it down into the 22. Back into Lucas Casey, takes it out over the 22. Nice wee run there from Casey. They go to ground. Scotton looking for it. He's got it now. And they immediately go wide. They fire it wide into the midfield. This is out to Fowler. And it's the big man himself, McDowell, taking it over the 10-metre line. Back to Scott, looking for a runner. Puts a wee kick over the top. Back goes Rike Milne. Well, that could be Fuller, in fact. It's Fuller. Fuller under pressure. All sorts of pressure. Good wee work there from Fuller, holding up the ball. Gives it to big Sala Mao. Takes it up over the 22. Tautau looking for it. Rike Milne puts it over the top. And is it going to go out? They've caught him, and he's gone into touch. It's going to be immediate turnover to Harbour.
Yeah, just in front of me there, Paul. And am I? Okay.
No, what are they doing here? No, they're saying come back.
Well, a bright start. Kaikorai not kicking out of their own half there and moving it wide. Box kick found space, but Harbour too looking to go wide early.
It's the Italian, Francesconi, to throw to the line out. They've taken it down well. It was Charles Elton, the part-time coach, took it down there with the white headgear. He's easy to pick out on the field. They started to drive it up now towards the 10-metre line. They did a lot of this last week against Varsity, but it's split. Tony Taufa, the hard-running Tony Taufa, the open side, takes it up over the 10-metre line. Back to Cuthers. Bit untidy coming out of the back of there. Ball coming back on the Harbour side. Back in the hands, out into the midfield. Big, strong running midfield. That time it was Masika. It's come back, been torn away by Kaikorai. Ball comes back on their side. Scott's got it. Goes out wide into the hands of, but it's straight into touch. So going to be a Harbour line out just inside the half of Kaikorai.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, isn't it, to see how these big guys front up in this game. And when I mean big guys, I mean the likes of Lucas Casey and Henry Bell, Salamau, who you've mentioned, what kind of influence they have on the game. I think that's going to be key in who comes out on top here.
Yeah, the healthy crowd here, Paul, and both clubs could be proud of the turnout today, I think.
It's been stolen. They've taken that ball down. They've stolen that ball, Kaikorai. Comes back to Casey. He gets dragged down pretty quickly, though. Ball comes back. There's a nice wee kick through there from Xavier Small, the replacement first five for Ben Miller. Back to Rico Milne inside his 22. Puts it deep. Charlie Breen waiting for that. Comes back, though, on their side. Now they put a kick down into the 22. It's Pene Javier running back after that. It's a really nice kick way down into the corner. Rico Milne again. He's going to set it up. He's going to kick. And that's a tidy wee response there from Rico Milne.
Yeah, it's going to be also interesting to see how Xavier Small goes today, isn't he? To your point, he comes in for Ben Miller. 10, such a crucial position. Rico Milne has played really well there, but Kaikorai supporters just behind me down here, Paul, they're pretty excited about what they've seen. They love Casey when he gets the ball, so look for him to continue to have influence. Yeah,
look, I did a little pre-match preview. You guys wouldn't have seen that, you weren't here. And the noise when the two teams came back into the tunnel from their warm-ups across the park were unbelievable. And it's Casey again, but he gets taken down on the 10-metre line. They're in there looking for that. Couple of people come over the top. Back in the hands of Scott, though. Finds a runner. That could have been Vaitupu. There's a penalty. Penalty. They come back for the penalty. What do they do here, Greg? Will they take the early 3 points?
Yeah.
Well, it's a final, and you always say collect your points as you can, but they may be tempted to... Yeah, there you go, straight away. Yep.
Yeah, it could be a good nerve settler here, OB. Obviously, conditions sideline are pretty good. There's no
bonus points in the final.
No bonus points and no real win here either.
So this is why we've paid you the big check. That's what you've given us so far.
Yeah, no win here to speak of today. But even if they're playing it outside, it's been a pretty calm day. But look, it's going to be a good settler, hopefully, for young Xavier Small.
It'll be interesting to see how he goes. Look, I haven't seen a lot of Xavier Small play, and he's filling the boots of a guy that's kicked 1 million points for Kaikorai. So this will be great for his confidence if he gets this over.
It's a handy shot, pretty much in front.
I think he's kicked it pretty well, lads.
Yeah, likes it.
Yeah, that's a nice wee settler. 3-0.
Yeah, that'll do wonders for him because, as you say, Ben Miller's been such a stalwart for Kaikorai, and for him to come in and just nail one nice and early. I think Kaikorai probably had the better of the opening kind of 5 of this game. So, yeah, no, good from him.
Yeah, that's a nice start from them. They'll just be looking to, I'd imagine, they'll just be wanting to try and blunt that big Harbour forward pack by putting these sorts of points on.
Yeah, look, Enrique Milne didn't get a lot of distance on his first couple of kicks, so they didn't get territory.
Ball comes back to Javier again. He tracks it up over the 10-metre line. They get out wide to Milne. He gets it out into the midfield.
Numbers.
And it's Fuller that's taken that forward, but he gets dumped. Ball comes back on, no, still on the Harbour side. Salamau gets it wide. Gets it out to Wiramu Brayley, I think, on that side. Now they get it into the big men. Big Tavita Pole. And now they make a break. Francisconi, I think it was, the hooker. Ball comes back on the Harbour side, but pretty slow. Taylor Dale takes it 40-yard. Very impressive Taylor Dale last week against Varsity. It's been turned over, though, by Kaikorai. Just did too much with that ball. Comes back. Scott puts it over the top. Down towards the 22. Back they go. That's a beautiful kick. That's a 40... That's a 40 a lot.
Yeah, but have a look at the turnover and see the guy coming up at the bottom of that ruck. Al Casey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 50-20, so Kaikorai ball, and that's a couple of good kicks Scott's put in this game so far.
Yeah, but I think you're right, Paul, in your assessment. It's really going to be a case of the big forward pack, the likes of Taylor Dale, Charles Alton and Salamau up against the likes of Casey, but I also think the back line of Kaikorai, they want to play with a bit more enterprise.
They've gone to the back and they've taken it down from Casey. Does everything. McDowell slams it up towards the right into the middle of the field and towards the post. Comes back on the Kaikorai side. And then they drive it through the middle. Could have been Big Sydney Fidel that time. Again they go. It's McDowell. Again they're driving it forward. Just outside, just right on the shadow of the post. Referee says penalty, not releasing.
Yeah, Harbour were appealing for that quite early. They sensed they had a man over the ball. There might have been Tony Tuffer.
Yeah, that's a big play. You just felt that there was a wee nice momentum shift there, or momentum for Kaikorai.
It'll be good today, lads, just to watch this battle between, I think, the two best Lucies in the competition, open sides, Tony Taufa and Slade McDowell, both really, really good players, tough as nails and great on the turnover.
Yeah, but McDowell's get that experience for Kaikorai in these situations, and finals is key, really, and you just can't buy it, which is why Small's kick, or Small's kick rather, for Kaikorai was such a settler for them.
Francisconi, the throw to this line out. Where are they going?
A lot of movement.
Yes, yeah, pretty untidy. Rico Fisher takes it forward. Still going, Rico Fisher, the wee right winger for Kaikorai. Looking for runners. No, they're going to go wide. Pretty untidy pass to Breen. What's he going to do? Takes it down towards the 22 in midfield. Again, they're going. Nice. That's a nice run from, that's Vaitupu. That's a nice run from him. McDowell's got it now. You know, he knows one way. He's been ripped clear. Yeah. Referee says might have got him on the ground.
Yeah, they were.
He did.
Not releasing.
They'll bang over another 3 here, but they just look more likely. That complicated OB. That lineup was just too complicated, wasn't it? Guys are running up and back. You always thought he was going to throw it over the back. They've just got to settle themselves into the game, Harbour, or they could find themselves, you know, behind and significantly early.
Yeah, well, Kaikorai certainly settled the quickest, and that's always important in a final. But I just like the way they're being very direct in the 22 and sort of sucking that Harbour defence in. And I think if they get closer and then they have those options out wide, there could be a real threat there. But another chance to double the score from Handy to go 6-0.
Yeah, Kaikorai fans are first up behind me. They can feel it. They can feel that momentum in their team.
Xavier Small, basically pretty much right in front. No drama. 6-0.
Yeah, Handy lead in it, and they're worth their 6, Kaikorai, after 9 minutes of this game. Kaikorai and the Harbour will need to get some territory here. They haven't been or looked likely. They had numbers there, but they just decided to go back on the inside about 5 minutes ago. But apart from that, they've ripped.
Rico Milne gets his way deep into the 22. Breen's back there. And he puts the kick down the north stand side of the field. Obviously, lads, today they've decided to shut the south stand, trying to keep all the crowd in the north stand, which is probably not a bad idea. Sort of, you're only always going to get 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 to one of these games.
Paul, you'd be saving money there by not opening the north stand. There's no security
spoken like a true stadium man.
Well, here's an important line for Harbour. They can get some set-piece work going here. This will be their first foray into the Kaikorai 22. Hopefully.
Yeah, they did well there. It was the big number 8, Lokatui, that took it down that time. It's just come into the Harbour team out of Wellington. Salamau just bumps a couple of people out of the way. Ruck in midfield. Rico Milne.
Oh, nice.
They had a go at him. It didn't get him. They got some numbers. They go wide to my old mate Brayley, but he's been held up.
Yeah, they are holding him up, but he gets
to ground. Salamau again, been prominent so far, Salamau. He's a big man to bring down, 140 odd kgs. Ooh. Then they throw an average pass with a knock on. This will be a scrum Kaikorai.
Yeah, right in front of me there, Paul. And I tell you what, there was a gap for him to go through too. It was just a very average execution from Harbour. Probably their best play, but easily picked up in the end by the Kaikorai defence.
So the first opportunity for Harbour to put some real pressure on Kaikorai. Kaikorai have stood up in defence and they've blunted that attack, so they'll be pretty happy at the moment, the Kaikorai coaching group.
What do you reckon about the conditions here today? Obviously they're perfect, and it's hot. It's actually hot down here, lads. 17 degrees outside, probably 20, 22 in the stadium. That's probably going to favour a Kaikorai, wouldn't it, with that big Harbour pack, you know, having to go. Apart from Salamau, some of them they look a bit gassed after 11 minutes.
Oh, I think you guys you've got a false impression here because you've done so much work to get here in such a hurry. It's not as hot as you think it is. Anyway.
Well, I'm sideline. You blokes are up in the box, so I'll be the judge of that, Paul.
Right. So Kaikorai to feed the scrum.
Good scrum.
Scott's gone in to get the ball and he went into the scrum.
Oh.
And it's Vaitupu taking it away. And they charge it up. Haven't made too much ground. Ball coming back though, looking for it. Scott's got it.
And Scott will kick again.
Puts that kick up in the air again. Who's going to be under that? Two of them come, and that's brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. I think that might have been Jake Hill. He's got it back on the Kaikorai side.
Numbers
looking
here.
for the ball. Breen's going to fire it wide. Out to, this is Jake Hill on this side, but he's lost the ball forward, Jake Hill. That must have been Rico Fisher. That was great work from Rico Fisher on that far side, getting that ball back on their side. Referee Caleb Nielsen says it's a knock on and we'll have a scrum to Harbour.
Well, that attack didn't come in anything, but you've got to be impressed with Scott's kicking at the moment. He's really putting the ball on a dime and putting a lot of pressure on the Harbour back three.
Quite surprised that Dunedin let him go, you lads. Just bearing up to Kaikorai this year, playing really well for them. And I think he's, another one tied up in that extended 400-man Southland squad.
Yeah, look, he was a good schoolboy protege. Just fell in behind Dylan Pledger. Didn't really get a go at the Sharks, so he's moved up to Kaikorai and he's made every post a winner, and good on him. But these are the kind of conditions that suit him. He's a very good player on top of the ground, so he'll be prominent today. Look out for him.
So Teteru Cuthers to feed this line out. Feed the scrum right on the 10-metre line.
Bit of no man's land here. We'll be to see whether they attack or kick.
Bit untidy, but comes back to Milne. Fires it out into the midfield. Valami throws it absolutely really wide out to... And he's away. Just a knock back. He's picked it up. He's going to go. This could be a try. Try in the corner. Fantastic work. Wirramu Brayley, where have you been all my life?
Great try that. He showed a clean pair of heels, and Wirramu Brayley, of course, was part of the Highlanders under-20s a few years ago. A very talented young player, and he looked a real threat there.
Yeah, well, you can see on the replay here, he gets on the outside, and then the ball just gets tapped back by Hill, who was coming back in defence, and he just basically picks it up again and goes. There's no one in front of him, so that's quietened the Kite boys behind me and fired up the big Harbour crowd. But they needed that, because I just felt that that Kite probably had the better of them. But yeah, no, excellent try.
Well, you've got to like the mindset. They were deep in their own half, and they threw it wide, and it's paid dividends for them.
He certainly stripped his man on the outside. He certainly stripped Rico Fisher on the outside there, and then it was a bit lucky to come back to him. But boys, he scored 2 nice tries for Harbour last week in the semi-final, and he showed some real pace. I interviewed Taylor Dale during the week, and he said, I didn't think he had that much pace.
No, I missed it. Sorry.
Has he missed it?
Just drifted to the right. Started out front, and then just at the end. Obviously, the big wind here just moved.
Well, they would have liked the way he ran around his opposition there, so you'd imagine they'd be looking to get the ball in his hands again. Yeah,
well, look at the defence set up there, OB. They dropped Xavier Small back, and they moved Jake Hill out onto that side as well to help with the defending, but he just gassed them on the outside, and then the ball bounced his way.
And he's just given a big wave to the Harbour faithful there, so they're right in behind their team.
Yep. Not dissimilar to last year, tit for tat.
Right, they go deep to the 22. And then they've kicked down this side of the field, and that's in touch. It's actually not a bad touch.
Good exit.
Good exit for them. Breen thought about a quick throw in, but no, they'll go back for the line out. They're right into the sun here too at this line out. This line out right down in front of us. It'll be the Highlander Henry Bell to throw to this line out.
And great to see players of Henry's quality playing in a final.
Yep. Who are they looking for there again? They're coming through.
Casey.
It's Casey again. Casey takes it down well. Looking for runners. It's a tidy wee run. Ball goes to ground. Scott's looking for it. Casey again. He's been prominent, Casey. Scott in there. McDowell doesn't make a lot of ground. Tony Taufa.
Yeah, good hit. Might have turned it.
And turned it over as well.
And gets it.
And Tony Taufa made the tackle and got the turnover. Look at the power from Taufa.
Yeah,
but it's been turned over again. Back with McDowell. He fires it wide. Could have been marginally forward. Out to Rico Fisher. Up to halfway. Ball comes back to Scott. Looking for runners in the midfield. Then they decide to go wide to Breen. They got numbers out here. Breen still got it. He's held up his man. He's got him on the outside. That's a nice wee pass. And he was out, but he was out there. Jake Hill taken into touch before he threw that pass.
Yeah, he's a 10-15 Hill, so they've been playing him on the wing to get him on the park for Kaikorai, but you can just see there a little bit of a lack of wingers appreciation. Probably should have just put the kick ahead and maybe tried to get it. But you can see in this defensive play here, he's come over to the side of me, OB, Jake Hill. He's just in front of me now, so they've dropped Xavier Small back. And this is what created the drama last time for them. Interesting to see if they're prepared to go wide now.
Well taken down. Tony Taufa only knows one way.
What a player. He's been in the opening 20.
Comes back. Tell you what has also impressed me is Vaitupu, the 6 for Kaikorai. He's covered some territory here today. Puts that ball high in the air. Who's under that? Knock on by Harbour. Ball comes back. It's been picked up by Harbour. Referee will say scrum. Scrum to Kaikorai just on the halfway.
Yeah, I'll agree with you both. But I think you can see the game's evolving here. We're only 70 minutes in, but both sides seem a bit more adventurous now when they keep the ball in hand. They've felt each other out in the opening 10 minutes, and now they look to be showing a bit more ambition.
Yeah, it was good to see that. I mean, that was a great Harbour try, isn't it? But, you know, Rico Milne looking for the opportunities out wide. Kaikorai, this was such a high-scoring game in the 40s last year. Wouldn't be surprised if we start to see. I think we will see a high-scoring game today. It won't be 15-12.
Righto, here we go. So right on halfway, I've just been reading some really rude texts from people watching this live stream on the ODT website.
People that we know?
Yeah, Mike Kerr, for one, he's never got a kind word to say about anybody, OB. They go wide again. He's made the hole. Breen's got it now. He's got it wide to Fisher. Fisher goes inside. Over the 22. Caught by the cover defence. Comes back to Scott. He's found McDowell. Taken to ground. Didn't think that was a penalty. Ball comes back. Offside, though. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Taylor Dale was offside.
Yeah, I'm happy with that call. I'm not sure about the high shot. I think it was... And he's going to take the points again.
I would say so. Lucas Casey immediately looking at the posts.
Yeah, again, a bit like Harbour, they good set move from the good set play from the set piece. They found the edge, but good cover by Harbour. They had it covered, but just Taylor Dale a little bit too keen there. Got off the line a bit too quick, and it presents an easy opportunity for Kaikorai to go to 9 points.
Yes, he's right on the middle of the 22. And remember, the score 6-5 after that brilliant Brayley try to get them back into the game after those 2 early penalties. Too small, and can he make it? Can he make it 9? Yep, no drama.
Yeah, he struck it well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he's dealing with the pressure pretty well. You know, as you said, Ben Miller has been the mainstay of Kaikorai all year and been a prolific player for them. You get to come in and it's for the final. Yeah, he's been pretty cool so far, you'd have to say.
Righto. So what happens? So what have Harbour got? How long have they gone in the first half, lads?
Coming up 20.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. 20 minutes just clicked over.
20 minutes gone. You'd have to say territory's probably 80-20 to Kaikorai.
Yep. Rico Milne. They've only been in there 22 once, so they've scored that try. Ball comes back to Hill, and he finds touch.
Off the side of the boot a bit, and again, this is exactly where Harbour attacked from last time. See if they employ the same tactic.
Gee, there's some big boys in that Harbour pack, isn't there?
Yeah, they're a solid pack, and they got some height. They got some real height.
George wouldn't want to run into him in dark alley.
Calling everybody in there. Maybe they're going to drive this one.
Well taken at the front.
Yeah, good call, OB.
They've got it to the back, and it's the Italian Francesconi taking it up towards the 22. They've got a nice wee drive on here, Harbour. They've already got it going well. They've made 7 or 8 metres here. Still going, still the same maul. Now they could be in a bit of trouble, and they probably need to release this. Referee says, yep, it's back in the hands of Carruthers. They go wide in the midfield. No, they don't. Rico Milne mucks around a wee bit with that ball. Ball comes back, though, on their side. Francesconi in there playing halfback. Looking for a runner. No, Francesconi takes it himself. Still outside the 22. They go into the midfield. Taylor Dale throws a dummy. They got numbers out wide. What are they doing here? Oh. Penny Javier comes across from his other wing, takes a ward to the 22. Referee's got his arm out. No, he says play on. Kaikorai guy got over that.
Only to wave them around.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Take it forward. That's a nice wee run up towards the 22. Coming back slowly. As the roar goes up, they thought they might have turned it over, Kaikorai, but no. Still haven't made it past the 22. Rico Milne into the midfield. Tony Taufa. Fuller's got it now. Through the hole. Hit through the hole. Nice wee run. Taking it towards. That's a great run from Penny Javier. They go again. They've picked it up and gone. They're only a couple of metres out now. Driving towards the line. Ball goes to ground. Looking for runners. Found it. Here's a try. Coming to big Salamel. Salamel over. Great try, Harbour.
Clinical. First time in the 22 of any great time. And they've scored under the posts, or just to the right of the posts. They'll be delighted with that, Lee. First opportunity and they converted it.
Yeah, well, I thought Harbour might have blown it. They had, just in front of me, they actually had 3-on-1. He cut back in, but then he managed to show great pace. You can see it here on the screen. He gets onto the other wing, and then they just flicks onto it. Then he did the right thing. He didn't try to go outside. He just took a ball and recycled it. And you can see here, they went another phase, made Kaikorai come in, and then they just go wide. And they've got the big man out there, and 3 metres out from the line. You're just never going to stop him. Good distribution out. One quick pass, short pass, and gap try. And conversion.
And it was interesting to see Charles Elton, coach, as you say, player coach, Paul. He was the guy that decided to drive that line out. Something a little bit different. They haven't had that. He caught a few extra in, and he just caught Kaikorai on the hop a bit.
Yeah, what you haven't seen here, too many lads in this opening 23 minutes, has been too many scrums. The one scrum we did see, you could see the dominance of Harbour there. They want to play on that. They're ahead 12-9, scored 2 tries, shown their attack. They need to carry that momentum going.
12-9.
They look a bit shell-shocked here, the Kaikorai supporters behind me. And that's not easy because they're quite mouthy.
Ball goes deep towards the 22. Fuller's back there. Takes it up. Gets driven back by Casey. Slowly coming back to Cuthers. Puts it deep in the air. Breen coming under the... Breen takes it well. Gets smacked. Gets it wide. Does really, really well. And they go wide. Fisher's got it again. Fisher trying to go out wide. Fisher's still going. They drag him to ground inside the 22. Comes back on the Kaikorai side. Whoa, referee says that was fair. He came through the ruck legitimately. And if Harbour got over it, no, Kaikorai have still got it. Flicked out the back. Picked up by Phil Toa soon, and he's knocked it on. It's a Harbour ball, and the Harbour crowd go up.
Yeah, Messi.
Is Charlie Breen made of steel?
Yeah, that was a big
hit. He took a big hit there.
And just bounced
out of it.
Yeah, created space on the right for Rico Fisher, who, I don't know if you've seen, lads, but he's got quite a lot of, and you can see him, he's just dropped into first 5 there for the defensive play. A very heavily strapped left wing, and he just seems to lack a yard of pace, and so he's looking to do that one-man overlap. They picked him up pretty quick, and then were able to shut that down. Now I've got the scrum, Harbour.
Well, I haven't many scrums, but to see if Harbour can actually dominate and try and get a penalty off the scrum.
I think that's exactly what they'll do. Look for them to hold it in here, OB.
It's Cuthers to feed. It's gone down.
Yeah.
Referee says play on. Rico Milne puts the kick. That's a beautiful kick from Rico Milne.
Yeah, just outside his 22. Marvellous kick. Found grass.
Yeah.
I think Harbour were going for the penalty of that scrum, but the Kaikorai side went to ground, but got no relief from the referee there.
No, just on my side too. It went down pretty early, so they couldn't get that shove going. This line out right in front of me, lads. Henry Bell to throw.
Interesting enough, they haven't used their big man Lockie Stevens in this line out yet.
Not now.
Not now. Casey, was it Casey again? No, it wasn't Casey. I don't think. It might have been...
Harbour appealing for a penalty, and they get it.
And they're taking the quick tap. Charles Elton. Or it could be... No, in fact, it's the big number 8, Cody Lokatui. Ball comes back. That's a nice run from Taufa. We knock on there.
No.
Yeah, Weaver untidy. Comes back on the Kaikorai side. Scott's got it. He looks for small clears.
Yeah, not good from Harbour there. This is a final, lads. You're up by 12-9. You knock that over. You're 15-9. That's handy. And you tap and go. The intent was okay, but you've got to make them pay. That was a very kickable play. And not good.
They've spent no time down here. Here's a line out in handy position, but they've really spent no time down here. They could have done with that.
Especially for a man who's kicked 160-odd points this year. They go up. They've taken it down. They've taken it down, Harbour. Ball slow coming back. Then they take away. Oh, there's another knock on, and there's a referee says penalty.
Whoa, just calm down.
Now, what are they going to do here? Elton will be calming them down.
Well, this is a more difficult kick. This is only 5 metres in from the touch. You can see it on the screen there.
I'll go to the corner.
Fellas, I just get the sense Harbour are starting to flex their muscles in the forwards a bit there.
Yeah, they are.
Trying to dominate.
Well, I've only seen Harbour play 2 or 3 times this year, and they are massive. Like, they're big everywhere. They're big Vinfield. You can just see Molisika on the screen, the big number 12. Like, they're huge men.
Well, the mate outside him, the big fella in centre, he's the co-captain, Viliami Lee. He is a huge man.
They're just huge, and they're just using that size to break down.
See if they drive again.
And they've gone to
pay dividends last time.
They're going to go to that drive. They've set it up. They're going to have to move it back in from that touch line, which they've done well. Now they're starting to get it going. They've got it going. It's gone down. Has it gone down? No, it's still going.
Good way on.
Yeah, well, the referee could be penalising them here, but no, they're driving it forward. That's a nice run. That was pretty high. Ball comes back on the Harbour side. Looking for a runner. Taufa's got it. He gets bundled back. Ball comes back. Cuthers in there looking for it. Who do they go to? They're going back to the forwards, heading up towards the 5 metre line. Again, they charge it up. On the outside, Taylor Dale, try!
Hang on.
What are they saying?
I think he might have put a hand in touch. The touch judge is having a word.
Looked okay to me, lads.
Well, you're over there, Lee.
That's right. And there you go. Twice in the 22, 2 tries. That's what you want in a final.
He knew it and I knew it. He was in easy. He just made it look a bit awkward as he went down there, and you'll see it on the screen. It'll pop up in a sec. Referee Nielsen wasn't in a great spot, but let's just go to the Elevate live stream here, and you'll see the replay. They just swing it back the other way, and they just create a nice little hole here. They commit those Kaikorai guys in, then just a little pop pass, and then the big man, he just had pace, pushes off, and in he goes.
And
easy.
It was Charlie Elton again. OB. He's been a presence in this game. He threw that nice wee offload. Taylor Dale too big, kicking from the corner,
strikes it well,
and he's drained it.
Yes, it's all happening here for Harbour. Their fans are on their feet.
And he just in front of me, Rico Milne coming back, just gives the slight sign to the Kaikorai fans just to make them know he's here. And they loved it.
Harbour, they're in there. They've engaged their 16th man. Their supporter, they're in it.
19-9. 19-9.
I tell you what, lads, Kaikorai have got to be the next point scorer in some capacity.
Back to Fuller. Throws it back to Milne. Milne's been crucial for them. Back to Breen. He kicks it into his own 10-metre line. He's going to put it out to Xavier Small, who's kicking down towards the 22. Straight into the hands of Brayley, who's looking for touch, doesn't find it, but untidy. And they go wide into the midfield. Breen's got it again, brings it up towards the halfway. Breen through, but take an ankle tap to the ground. Picked up by Jake Hill. Takes it up over the halfway. Back to Scott. Looking for runners. Breen's got it again. Breen meets his man on the outside. Throws a wee offload. Casey's got it now. He feeds Jake Fowler. Jake Fowler takes it. It's been ripped out of his hands by Rico Milne. Unbelievable strength. Frank Asconi's got it now, the hooker. Harbour will try and settle this ball down. Coming back slowly. Cuthers in looking for it. Where does he go? He's going back to Milne by the look of it. He's looking for the touchline. And that's a tidy touch for me. Only as far as the 22 though, lads. But that was a better period of play from Harbour.
Yeah, well, I think their forward pack would have much more enjoyed Milne or Brayley finding touch rather than keeping the ball in play.
Yeah, I agree, OB. They've got the momentum in this game. They just need to play a little bit more structure and not give Kaik the opportunities, but they have. This is going to be interesting.
Righto, so it's thrown to the line out. Goes to the back. They've finally got the ball. There's a penalty. Came off Scott, went back. That's an offside.
Yeah, just got a wee handle to that Henry Scott as he went up to try and grab it.
Charles Elton kicks the ball forward a couple of metres, hoping the referee won't notice, but he didn't come down in the last shower.
I was talking to Taylor Dale during the week, lads, and he said having big Charles Elton on the paddock as the forward coach, he said, is unbelievable. They just look for him at all times to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
A lot of experience.
Exactly, and you can't beat that. Look, he won't go amiss if he puts the big O on this year, lads. He's just one of those players that just makes everybody else around, and particularly at this level, play better. It's a bit like, I guess, the influence that Slade McDowell or Lucas Casey has on Kaik as well. So,
well, the last 10 minutes, the momentum's been with Harbour, no doubt.
Go to the line out. That wasn't straight.
No.
Right in front of us. Easy one for Caleb Nielsen to pick up.
Just handing the momentum back to Kaikorai there.
Just a shout out to Caleb Nielsen. He's ruined a lot of games in his life. This hasn't been one of them after 30 minutes.
We've hardly mentioned him, which has been good. And here he comes, storming it up. The big hooker, Henry Bell, takes it down, looking for runners. They're going to go wide now. It's a bit slow, but hear him, scare him. Nobody. Breen's had to go back and pick that up. Is he going to kick? No, he's been charged down. Picked up. They're away. Number 14 this time, and it's our mate Pene Havia. Ball comes back on the Harbour side. Salem, no, they're going to go to Salem now. Rike Milne puts a wee kick through. He's put it into space. Gives it the chase. They both go back. Oh, no! Try! Rike Milne! You wouldn't believe it! That's awful stuff from Kaikorai. Rike Milne chased his own kick. It was unbelievable. Hear him, scare him stuff, and Rike Milne regathered and scored beside the posts.
Well, you couldn't write the script for that. They had numbers out wide. I wasn't sure the kick, as you look at the elevate replay, was the best option. Now look at the numbers to the left. He puts it up, and then poor old Henry Small coming back. Rugby's a cruel game. It bounced awkwardly for him, and over she goes. That is a crucial score.
Well, it's not a round ball, fellas. It's not a round ball. It doesn't bounce the way you think it's going to, but I agree, Lee. I thought the option was to go wide. But what do we know? I said momentum's with Harbour, and it is certainly with Harbour as they bounce out to 24-9, kick to come, should be 26-9. 34 minutes gone.
Yeah, no, that's yep. I was nearly speechless there. I thought he'd got that wrong, boys. But you know, the bounce of the ball just popped back into his hands, and there was two defenders just looking the wrong way. 26.
Well, boys, I take it back a year. In the first half, Harbour created these opportunities, didn't take them, but they've certainly done it this year.
Yeah, well, as you know, I might just move from my spot in front of Kaikorai here and walk down to the more noisy Harbour. They are subdued in front of me, and the Harbour flags are flying with 5 to go first half.
I can see you down there in the red. That was a smart move from your part.
Yeah, no. Ooh.
Another charge down. Comes back on the Kaikorai, on the Harbour side. They throw it deep to Milne. Player of the moment puts the spiral, but it's just straight down the middle of the field. But Smalls let it go again. Perhaps should have taken that on the full. What's he going to do here? Fires it way out to the midfield to Breen. Breen's going to go for a run.
Uh-oh.
But they've got cover. They've got numbers across. Charles Elton got across there making that tackle. They take it forward. I think Moana Taka taking that forward. Again, a counter ruck from Harbour, but they just don't quite get the ball back. Ball comes back to Scott. Casey's got it now. Breen was looking for the in pass.
Salem out of the tackle.
Again, they charge it up. Lockie Stevens this time. Not going anywhere though. Out to Breen. Breen looking for a hole. Can't find one. Gets taken to ground. Scott there looking for it. Again, they take it up. Taka again in the headgear. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Breen, I think, could be looking for the kick. Scott's going to kick himself. Puts a kick over the top. Well done. Well done. That was good work from Pene Havia. Still going. Oh, that's a head-high tackle. Yeah. Referee's got it.
And
player down.
Fowler down there.
Yeah.
He's fallen awkwardly there.
Just look at that attack. I don't know if they'll show it back on the replay here, but the Harbour line was set. They had numbers to in the end. Scott had no choice but to put the ball in the air. He just really had nowhere to go. The chase was okayish. The line was okayish, but in the end, just a sloppy defensive play that's led to another penalty. But if Harbour score again here, OB, it's game over.
But the Harbour forwards are brutalising the Kaikorai forwards now.
Look here on the screen.
They're really getting into them, and this is good defence. They're forced to kick.
Yeah, forced to kick. Look at the line here.
There's not the chase there was.
Lucas Casey comes through. It's not even effective really on Harbour, and then he just gets out of it, and then the tackle, it was just too high.
Yeah, Lockie Stevens over the top.
From Fido coming in there.
Kaikorai just struggling to get the momentum back. But what we know about Kaikorai, you're not champions for nothing. They are endurance athletes. They go for 80, so there's still plenty of time to go.
The only thing that I'd add asterisk to that one on, which we can discuss in this injury break, is Harbour are a team to me, and you guys will have an opinion on this, that the momentum is good for them. Like if they get behind in a game and Kaikorai get in them and get up and get tries, they can tend to get the old heads down. But in these kind of games where they've just got a lot of flair and a lot of momentum, you know, they love this sort of stuff where they feel like they're in control of it. And I just feel at 26-9, if they were to score again before half-time, you know, and they've got a penalty now, so they will go deep.
Yeah, we've seen
it
that.
Could be game over.
We've seen that during the year. Once Harbour get momentum, they can put 30, 40, 50
easy.
points on teams.
Looks like Fowler's coming off, lads.
That's his day.
It's his day done.
Yeah, HIA, lads, it's been called by the medical staff. Hang on, I'll just scoot over and have a yarn to them just to check that. Hang fire.
Just trying to work out who's coming on, Lee. It could be Stanley McClure, is it?
In the headgear, I can't see his number there. And it's a disconsolate figure leaving the field. It's a big gay finals, and you certainly don't want to be leaving your team out there with still a half and 5 minutes to go.
Yes, it is Stanley McClure as an outside back for Kaikorai. He's coming to replace Jake Fowler, who's gone off with a... he doesn't look that good either, to be fair, Jake Fowler.
Hang on, lads, just let me have a yarn. I'll be back in a sec.
So here we go. So this is going. We're back to live play. 26-9. 4 minutes to go to half time.
Okay. Yep. No, I can confirm, lads. Yeah, no, it's HIA is just sitting down to the right of me.
So 26-9. What do Harbour do here? They've run it in the last 10, 15 minutes. Do they go a wee bit more conservative? Look for territory
I
here.
think they carry on with what they're doing, don't they?
Don't be
surprised. Go for a scrum penalty.
Don't be surprised if Rico Milne does what he does.
They're going to go right, I think.
No, they're going to come this way. They are. They're going to come this way. They got numbers. Fuller gets taken down. Good tackle by Casey. Ball comes back on the Harbour side. Salamau again. McDowell's trying to get over it. Doesn't do so. Again, Kaikorai take it forward. Francesconi this time. This time they get numbers on the ball, but no. Comes back on the Kaikorai side. Referee says no. He did get his hands on that.
Right.
That was good work. That was looked like could have been Lucas Casey again.
No. Just pick up that number
there.
No, in fact.
Could this be the momentum breaker?
It was actually Sydney Fado.
Could Kaikorai sneak back into this game and get some points just before half-time?
They needed that, but again, I think referee Caleb Nielsen, he just, I wouldn't say he's letting Kaikorai away with it there, but they dropped that scrum like a sack of potatoes, and that meant that they had to play it. He's obviously okay with that, but Harbour are definitely trying to get that momentum up front, particularly at scrum time. But yeah, important here. Kaikorai just simply have to come away from points. They're down. What are they down?
17 points.
4 tries to none.
And they throw it again. It's overthrown. Put a wee kick through. Francesconi does everything.
Well, that answers that.
Well, he was unlucky there, because I tell you what, there was nobody back for Kaikorai. He could have just planted it and got a 50-22.
I tell you what, if he hit a man with them, they would have been dangerous. But anyway, but this line out, this is going to be a Harbour line out. Sorry, Kaikorai line out. Henry Bell to throw. That ball went to absolutely nobody here, so they need to sort of regroup here, Kaikorai.
Yeah, their line-out's just starting to falter a bit. Who's he going to go to now?
They go to Casey.
Yeah, money man.
And they've got it to Taka. Taylor Dale reels back, then comes back in, fixed the tackle. Scott's looking for it. They go to ground. It's Sydney Fado. Ball comes back to Scott again.
Kick coming.
It's going back to Small. No, he's going to kick himself. Probably not quite as much depth on that one. But it's uncontested. Rico Milne gets it away.
Great pass.
Great work from Rico Milne. Gets it out to Brayley. But Brayley gets bundled into touch. Only a couple of minutes to go to half time.
Yeah, you just feel with that kick there from Scott, Lee, Paul, not a lot of ambition in that. And, you need to hold on. You want to strike back before half time. And you're right, the chase is not there. It was there in the early part of the game.
No, and I think for Kaikorai, as they just the Harbour team going raw, and again a shocking
just a shocking kick. Francesconi again takes it up towards the 22. Kaikorai get hands on that. Ball comes back on the Harbour side though. Rico Milne's got it. He fires it wide. Javier's got it. Javier still going up towards the 22. Goes to ground. Again, that's what they did well. Was that a knock on? Went straight down.
Play on.
Dale still going, Dale. Nice wee offload. Now they go wide. They've got numbers.
Surely.
They've got numbers. No. Going the wrong way. Ball comes back. Butchered that, Harbour. Still looking for runners. They get it wide to Milne. What's he going to do? Fires into the midfield. Straight through. Misaka. Straight through. Knocked it on. Ball comes back to Kaikorai. Tupou puts it down towards the 20, band towards the halfway. This man, Brayley again, showing a lot of pace, Brayley. He's got his man outside him. He's found him. No! Ankle tap, still going. And Rico Milne scored. Unbelievable.
What a try.
Wow. We talked about Kaikorai wanting to strike before half time, but is that the death nail?
Well, look, as a great man once said, there's a lot to unpack there. Firstly, I think that the Harbour blow it straight in front of them. They bring it back. I think Kaikorai should have just put the thing to bed. Half-time's up on the clock. They didn't. It was a poor kick. Let's have a look at the Elevate live stream here. At this point, they turn it over. I'd have put it out here. He kicks it to no one. Look at the chase. A couple of guys coming through, and the pace that's shown here by Brayley is phenomenal. Then he creates the space, puts his winger in. I'm away. See you later. No, I'm not. I fall over.
So I don't know how he stayed in. And then he gets the pass.
Great offload.
Yeah, brilliant.
Unbelievable try.
It is all Harbour here at the stadium.
31 to 9. Kick to come right down in front of us. Rike Milne. Is he dragged it round? No, didn't come round enough. 31 to 9. They'll probably go to half time on that.
Caleb says, let's go to Oranges.
So there it is, half time here. Just like to thank our sponsors today, Garrador, Edinburgh, Brett Lucas Building, Fred's Fencing and Liquorland. So on behalf of the ODT and Elevate Analysis, it's 31 to 9 to Harbour, and we'll go to half time. We'll be back again soon. Powerful man.
Oh, look, when you have a look at the side, just sideline lads, when you have a look at the difference between these two sides, you know, they're just, I want to say it at 31-9, it's easy to be reflective, but they're huge.
Well, the next 10 minutes is the most important 10 minutes of Kaikorai season. They need to score first.
And they're well taken down by, I think I made a mistake, by the way, on the first half, lads. It might be Punahihi that came on.
Solomau!
Solomau!
Oh!
Buries it up towards the halfway.
He's killed someone.
Somebody, that guy won't get up. Taylor Dale charges 40-yard, takes it up over halfway, and they've got it back.
Nice.
Here they go. Rico Milne looking for his outsides. Musa, he's gone through. They're all over him, but it's come back on the Harbour side again. There's a hole. Ball goes to ground, comes back, and they're looking for it. Oh, and that's a nice. Stevens did really, really well there. He didn't come around from the side, and they've knocked that ball on. It was the big lock, Preston Moananu, who knocked that on. But that was a good intercept there by our man Lockie Stevens.
Yeah. Think of the plight of the winger, Jake Hill there. He sees big Solomau, 140 kilos, rolling down the tramways at him. You've got one choice or the other, and he made the tackle well done.
Well, I would have. I know what my choice would have been.
You would have tripped him up.
You would have sort of sidestepped him to the front row of the stand.
OB, you and I, being the tremendous tackling backs that we were, would have headed straight into the sheds.
I mean, in fact, you shouldn't mention your names and tackling at the same time, you two. All right, here we go. So he's going to feed the scrum. It's Scott to feed the scrum. Ball goes straight down. Referee says play on.
He's let that play all day.
Yeah. And again, Punahihi goes wide. Breen's got it now. Breen still up. No, they've got him. They've got him out there just over on the south side. And again, over the top. Tony Tauf is all over them like a rash. They take it forward. Casey can't get over the halfway line. Ball comes back to Scott. Looking for runners. Founds Punahihi again. Comes back. Breen's got it now.
Pretty stifled.
It's very slow.
It's
come back, it's been turned over. Harbour again, Taylor Dale, ball comes back on their side. Looking, they fire it out in the midfield. Milne puts the kick deep, down into the 22.
Finds grass.
Back to Breen. This nice kick from Breen. That's a really nice kick from Breen.
I just I wonder, lads, where this Kaikorai attack is going to come from. Well, if you have a look at their back line, you know, to your point, PD, Ben Miller not playing, apart from Charlie Breen, who's tried to inject himself as best he can, they just look like they haven't structured enough, whereas you know where that Harbour attack's coming from. Yeah, multiple plays.
We've hardly mentioned Tupu, who's been good for them all year at second five. We've hardly called his name. Ball's
here we go.
Back on the Kaikorai side, and it was a struggle to get it back, but they've got it back. But again, Harbour are everywhere. Frank Ciscone tries to get his hands on it. Comes back on the Kaikorai side. It's messy though. Ball comes back now. Now let's see if they can settle this down. So Small puts it down towards the 22. Pretty aimless though, lads. Straight back to Fuller, who's got a lot of space to play with. Fuller tries to go through, can't get the pass away. Good tackle. Ball comes back on the Harbour side, but it's pretty slow. Covers in there looking for it. Solomau goes straight to ground. Back to probably the commanding influence in the game, Rico Milne. Puts the kick down towards the 22.
Space behind.
Fire it back to Breen. Breen steps. Breen steps and goes. Breen steps. Still going. He's got a man outside him. He's got a man outside him. He doesn't use him. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side, however. They're still charging it up. Casey's got it. But they're still 15 metres out. Now they come to the back line. What have they got? They go wide. Ball goes to nobody. Oh, and they've knocked it on. Picked up now. Now he's going. It's Jake Hill over the 22. He finds a big man on the inside. Ball comes back. Now they go wide.
Try time, surely.
Casey over.
Wow.
Wow, they butchered that and then they came back from the dead.
Well, has Charlie Breen just sparked this final into life with that run from the back?
He either sparked it into life or he should have been shot, really. He went through, he could have gone, he had a player on the outside and three on the inside. He went to himself. We might see it on the replay if they throw it up. No, it's gone past that. But they did really well here, Kaikorai, to recover from this. And Jake Hill did amazing. He got through the gap here and then created the space. Really nice run there from Fido to take it inside the 22, and then Casey too much pace and power, as we've seen all season, and boom, over she goes. Game on.
Yeah, great try. Great try.
You know when the ball goes to Casey 5 metres out, there's a high chance of a try. But Charlie Bean, what a marvellous run. 3 or 4 right foot steps there, just left the defence in tatters. And this is what the final needs, lads.
Yeah, well, I noticed this week, lads,
kept the conversion.
Dave Rennie said that he'd picked this team for the first 4 games in South Africa. Do you reckon that Lucas Casey's name would be amongst them, Obi?
Calm down.
Well, he's had a whale of a season. Remember this time last year, he didn't even have an Otago contract, so that's a big year for making the All Blacks. So, wonderful player, and look, wonderful captain too. And this game's alive, boys, because they needed to score first, and they've done that. Now the game's on, and let's see how Harbour respond.
But boys, as you've seen, they've done that from broken play. They don't seem to be able to do it from set plays. No. But there was broken play, and Breen just got space. Yeah, and he's good from broken play. 31-16. So just on your screen there, you got 31-14. It's actually 31-16. So that's you're in the ballpark at 31-16. Jake Hill collects that ball inside his 22, and they makes 7 or 8 metres outside the 22. This will be a Harbour line out on the south stand side of the field.
Now, OB, really important that Kaikorai, from their perspective, score next and keep this wee momentum patch going. If Harbour were to get up and over the top again, and you can hear the yelling in front of me, it's deafening down here, lads.
Well, it's deafening about up here, and he goes high, takes it down well. Milne's got it, looking for runners. Taylor Dale, big powerful man. Ball goes to ground. McDowell tried to get back and get over the top of that, and it's the big Valami Lee gets it going forward. He's a power, a ball of muscle as he takes it towards the 22. Tony Taufa, been a bit quiet in the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's got the ball now, and they're all over him. Henry Bell throws him on his back. They go into the midfield. It's Big Polly, goes to ground. How much longer will he be on? Again, they're looking for runners. Nice pass, Salamau. Salamau just bumps them off. Just bumps them off. Still outside the 22. They're looking for more runners. They're going wide. Oh, there was nearly a big knock-up. There was nearly a big intercept there. Vaitupu was inches away from going 60.
I'd say that was a big penalty. But
what are they doing here, Harbour? This is crazy stuff. But now they've got it. They've still got it wide. They've got numbers, but they
here we go.
Wide.
Here's he got the pace.
Francesconi takes it into the 22. And they've picked it up and gone again. Harbour, what can they do here? Can they get themselves over the line? Put this game to bed. Salamau, they're going wide. They found him. Valami, the try.
What a response, Harbour.
Brilliant.
What a response.
Just brilliant. Their ability to keep the ball in hand and their ability to keep the phase play going, sensational. And the call, you heard Paul Dwyer mention it, what are you doing? But they just wanted to get some space. They found it on that right wing side.
Well, they just stretched Kaikorai side to side there, and in the end, they were at 6s and 7s, as you can see here. This is great offloading, great work.
But there were all sorts of risky passes here.
Great pass coming in there from...
and Hooker, he's been an absolute revelation today.
Yeah, he's been good, Francesconi.
And then just look at this. Harbour can't make it there. That play there drags another one in, and then when they go wide, I don't know if you'll see it on the screen here, but there is just numbers to burn. And really good into passing. Great pass in from Salamau. And then
who's going to tackle him? Nobody.
Well, the work had been done. The work had been done. They'd stretched that defence from both sides of the park, and there was plenty of gaps when they came back.
Yeah, well,
but look, that's the response you want. You go down early in the second half. Kaikorai grab a bit of momentum, and you just shut it down straight away. Yeah.
38-16. What have Kaikorai got left? Can they get back? Still plenty of time to go.
Yeah, well, I think that, I wouldn't say that's the death nail, but I think they're chipping the nails into the coffin, and the hammer's not far away.
Well done. Big Charles Elton gets up and grabs that. Cuthers has got it. Back to Rike Milne. That's not much of a kick, but they go for it. And it's it may have been dragged back. May have been dragged back by Harbour. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Referee says knock on both ways. Scrum to Kaikorai.
Now, I tell you what we have we've omitted today, big time, and that we haven't wished Paul Dwyer a very happy birthday.
75 years of age today. Yes,
Well done,
Paul.
Paul.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
well done.
Well done, mate.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about
Did you
that.
not-
We are remiss. We are remiss.
We are. Did you use your gold card to get your taxi here today? Or how did
No,
that go?
I came in one of those. I came in one of those wee, one of those wee mobility scooters.
Right, yeah. I don't think we should mention you.
Nobody-
You know that he went to school with William Webellis,
yes,
which is great.
yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So nobody's
anyway.
supposed to know that, and I haven't recognised a birthday since I was 15.
Well, Paul, let's just recognise it this afternoon.
Right,
Well
so
done to you.
let's move on. So Scott to feed this scrum.
So there'll be no kicking here. This is endeavour time
They've
for
gotta
Kaikorai.
score.
They've got
They've gotta go.
chance their arm.
And they've taken it into the midfield. Punahihi
Nice.
takes it forward. They still got it. They have still got it. They're looking for ball. They're looking for some ball runners. It's the big Highlanders hooker takes it forward.
No shape here, though.
Henry Bell. It's a wee bit untidy. Ball comes back on their side though. Now they're looking for numbers. Here they go. They've got numbers out wide. It's Casey again. Casey to try.
Wow.
Brilliant.
This is like a heavyweight fight. It's just both fighters just throwing big guns at each other.
Well, when it comes to fighting, if you're going to do it, OB, you bring out your big guns. And for Kaikorai, their biggest gun is that man there in the number 8 jersey, their co-captain today, Lucas Casey. And he is unstoppable 15 metres out. Just when you thought the hammer was coming out to nail the coffin, the guy says, hang on a minute, let's just hold the phone there.
Well, we talked about him being unstoppable 5 metres out. He's unstoppable 15 metres out.
Mate,
Just ask Canterbury, he's unstoppable 50 metres out.
Well, he got the ball 30 metres out there. He brushed off two, goes in the corner, kick to calm. He can drag this, potentially back within 16. You're not out of it.
They
Tit for tat.
Put it this way, boys, they were never going to make that tackle on him there. He was just too big, too strong. I've had a text from Mark Scully saying that Richard Perkins is making far too much noise as the ground announcer.
Yeah, I'll go and have a word.
Can you go and have a word and sort that out?
Here's the kick.
Here's the kick from the sideline.
Likes it.
Small kicks it.
Game on. I tell you what, as I said earlier in the commentary, Kaikorai do not give up. They play for 80.
Well, what they've got, OB, and we talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the commentary, is they've got a little bit more athleticism potentially than Kaikorai. Paul talked about it before. When do you take Tavita Pole off, Salamau, even Franisconi, and you start to rotate those guys out? And what do the last 20 minutes have in terms of the impact from the bench? That could play a big factor if Kaikorai could be the next scorers as well.
Rico Milne gets us back underway. Funnily enough, it's Casey. Goes to ground, just outside his own 22. Scott's looking for it.
Great game though, lads.
Scott, that's a great game. Scott puts it over the top. Luca Fuller underneath it. He's got it, Fuller. Got plenty of pace as well, lads. We saw that last week in that varsity game.
Kaikorai fans got it turned over. There he goes. Lucas Casey. He's unstoppable.
Casey. He's held up.
He's in touch.
He's held up and he's in touch. We were giving that a try for all money. Casey was gone on the outside. Puts his foot into touch. It's going to be Harbour ball 5 metres out from their own line.
Wow. Superman is not perfect. He put a foot into touch there.
Well, I just can't quite fathom who came across there. He was gone. Let's have a look on the Elevate replay. We'll just call this.
Look at the pace.
He goes on the outside. Now, someone comes from the end of the earth.
Might have been Rico Milne.
Oh, he got a foot into
just
touch there. Great tackle, Milne.
Tony
Game
Telfer.
on.
Tony Telfer. Still going, Telfer. He's found his man on the outside. Throws a shocking pass to Brayley.
It's
Gonna be a line
It's
out.
willy-nilly.
Let's all
Kaikorai.
go.
Bill! No.
Well, I don't want to be reminiscing, but as Bill Laurie once said, it's all happening.
Well, tough. It looked like Phil Bennett there in the Barbars game 30 years ago. He was stepping them away. And that pass had connected. I don't
Brayley
know.
was away.
The winger was away.
Brayley was gone. We've already seen how fast he is. Anyway, it's going to be a line out. About 12 metres out from the line. South stand side of the field.
Well, both sets of fans will be feeling like they're in this game.
Oh,
Henry Bell. This is one of the great games.
31-9 down, remember, at half-time. 38-23. Still 26 to go.
Can they go? Can they pick this line out up? They go to the back.
Captain Fantastic calls
Casey
himself.
Didn't look very straight to me. Ball goes to ground, however.
Harbour appealing in. Look at the penalty.
I don't know what that was for. Said he was holding on.
Holding on, and they get 10.
I felt, yep, he's getting chipped. You do not want to chip him. You do not want to chip him.
Yeah, he's getting into his work now.
Yeah.
That P's starting to get a bit more of a workout. And he's just going to have a wee chat.
He's just going to have a wee chat, lads. Just calm down.
I think we need to calm down.
Casey there, just settling his players down.
Well,
what a marvellous guy to have in a game like this, Lucas Casey. He's so cool under pressure. But this has got everything.
Yeah,
this has got everything.
But that wasn't great from Kaikorai. They had a real opportunity there. You score then, you are
there's 25 minutes to go in this game, Lee. There's plenty of time for both sides to win and lose this game.
Looks like they've lost their big number 4, Lockie Stevens could be gone. I think Rawiri Martin could be on the paddock. Ball comes back to Taufa.
He's been huge.
Goes to ground. They bundle him back a few yards there. Now big Salamau gets over the top of him. It's like putting the Titanic on a minnow. Oh, they've lost that.
Regained.
Got it back. Again, Kaikorai may have got in and stolen it. There's a penalty.
No.
Scott's gone quickly. Casey's got it. What's Casey going to do here? They've got him wrapped up on the 22. Ball's coming back on the Kaikorai side.
Buried.
Tackle. Massive tackle from Big Pole.
Kaikorai got numbers to the left.
McDowell takes it over the 22. Scott's looking for it. Now they've got it. It's number
Bell.
2, Henry Bell, storming forward. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Looking for runners. Could have been Phil Asun that time, taking it up. Martin takes it up. Ball goes to ground again. Scott's looking for it. Scott's got it. He's got it. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. 15, 16 metres out. McDowell takes it forward, makes a couple of yards, finds a runner, finds Rawiri Martin. Ball comes back.
Peeling for penalty. Don't get it.
Forward. They're only 2 or 3 metres out now. He's held up. What are they going to do here? Can they get over? McDowell plays halfback. Breen's got it wide. They must score. They must score. They must score. Hill scores. Hill's over in the corner. Kaikorai, 1-20 back in this game.
And look at the body language of Harbour. There's a lot of hands on hips, a lot of vacant looks around under the post there. This game has swung, Lee Piper. The momentum now is all Kaikorai.
Well, there's been more swings in a swingers club in Vegas here, because I tell you what, you can tell that momentum shift, and the messaging that's come out to Kaikorai at half-time has been on point, which has moved them around, keep the ball going, keep it in hand, and let's see what plays. And we talked about this 10 or 15 minutes ago. Those substitutes are going to be key, but Tavita Pole, Franisconi, even Salamau, Taylor Dell, they're just starting to tire, and guys like Casey and McDowell are just starting to get into their work, and you can just see the confidence lift. And this is Small from the touchline just in front of me, lads. Strikes it well, likes it.
Just to the left.
No, it's away. 38-28. 23, probably 22 minutes to go in the game. A 10-point lead.
Yeah, well, hasn't it changed? 17 minutes ago, it was 31-9. Now it's 38-28.
And change it, Lucid prop there, Lee.
Change it, prop.
Yeah, Tavita Pole is off, and he's been replaced by number 17.
Kenny Darlai.
And he looks ready for action.
Well, the price of, I don't know what was to get in today, but everybody is getting their money's worth today.
And they kick deep into the 22.
Not enough.
Breen's back there.
He's hooked that a wee bit.
Not a great kick. Not a great kick. What can Harbour do to get themselves back into the game here, lads? They really need to hold on to the ball. If they can hold on to the ball for 5 or 10 minutes here, that could be enough for them.
Well, if I was them, and you can hear their crowd just in front of me, they're roaring. But they need like a penalty. They need something to settle them down, knock over a 3. Just change the tempo. That's not straight.
That's not straight.
Yeah, that's 2 now. 2 in a row.
Not good.
When the game goes, the game goes.
Here's Casey.
And all of a sudden, Casey and Bell are standing up big time.
And Breen. Breen's got it now.
Skipper Breen.
Through the hole. Just dragged down by Tony Taufa. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Moana Takataka takes it forward. comes down, back in the hands of Kaikorai. They fire a wide pass into the midfield.
Breen is down here and requires attention.
He's no good.
Tony Taufa stopped the game. Serious injury potentially.
Yeah,
this doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, we'll have a bit of a look there. He just went down, fell awkwardly, and we have got medics coming on.
If you get hit by Tony Taufa, you know you've been hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was his tackle, but he certainly
Just
stopped the game. He drew the referee's attention to this needed attention.
Awkward fall. We're going to call a stretcher here, lads. So we're going to have a bit of a break.
Just remember, lads, this coverage today brought to you by Liquorland, Edinburgh, Garrador, Fred's Fencing, Brent Lucas Building. Just thanks to them. It's been, boys, it's been a pulsating second half.
Yeah, well, let's just have a look on the Elevate replay here, and you can see he goes through, just falls awkwardly, and there's just nothing really in it, but
yeah,
just
definitely
grabs his leg. And
definitely in the tackle,
yeah.
And let's hope he's okay. He's their captain, and he's been playing exceptionally well in the last 10-15 minutes. He sparked their recovery, really.
Well, what's been different, and we talked about this a little bit, has been that we've gone from seemingly this, as the stretcher comes out here, lads, so not a great sight. No holes in the Harbour defence, solid, big tackles, driving back. The momentum's just switched, and we've seen Kaikorai, who have completely found gaps, got in behind them, and Casey's influence cannot be overestimated in the last 20 minutes. He has been phenomenal.
Well, you certainly want your big players to stand up in the final, and they've done that. The influence that he, Bell, McDowell have had in the last 10-15 minutes, Breen as well, they've really taken this game by the scruff of the neck and demanded attention from the Harbour defence, and they've found holes. You're quite right.
Doesn't look good here, lads. When Mal the medic comes out with the wee cart, you know you're in trouble. Looks like they're going to have to put him on that stretcher. Doesn't look good. Just remember, it's 38 to 28. We've got about just over 20 minutes to go in this game. So what happens here? Who comes in for Harbour? For Kaikorai. Just having a quick look at their reserves. This time it might have to be Stanley McClure.
Well,
that comes on.
Just having a bit of a warm-up as we wait for the medic cart. You'll be familiar with this medic cart. What model's that, Paul?
I have not seen that one, to be fair, Lee.
Fair enough.
And it looks like a lower leg injury.
Yeah, he grabbed his
looking
knee.
at his ankle there, and so who knows what it is, but he's certainly conscious and yarning away there. Yeah. So
you'll see, I don't know if I've showed the replay again, but when he went down, he just grabbed at his left knee leg as he went down.
But does this play into Harbour's hands a wee bit with an extended break? This means they've only taken one of their big forwards off so far. They probably can't afford to take Siler Mao off. So does this play into their hands a wee bit? Does this give them a second win? Well,
what it does do is it allows them to regroup and have a chat, and I think that'll help them.
I didn't sense in any way that the Harbour side was tiring with 25 minutes to go or 20 minutes to go. It was just the fact that the momentum had changed, and Harbour and Kaikorai were just playing with that much quicker. They were getting quick ruck ball and just finding gaps out wide. So, look, Harbour all know that they can score tries. They've scored 38 points in 60 minutes. They know they can score points. They just need to get field position. 2 line-outs that have gone astray doesn't help them. They've really just got to do the basics well, and they can win this game. Kaikorai, on the other hand, they know they're chasing the game well, and the worm is turned, and there's gaps out wide. So it's going to be a whale of a 20 minutes.
Yeah, the key messaging is going to come from, and let's talk about this. What's Lucas Casey saying to his guys? You can see them there in a huddle just in front of me here. What's he saying to these guys?
Well, he's saying, look, the last 15, 20 minutes has been all us. All we've got to do is keep doing what we're doing. We don't have to do anything different, boys. We've scored 2 tries to 1. We're on top. We're starting to find the gaps that we wanted to find. We started to do what we talked about on Tuesday and Thursday at training this week. It's starting to happen for us. Just keep going. Just keep going. And that's the way, this is the nature of this side, Kaikorai. They don't give up. They play to the end. Harbour, on the other hand, will just be saying, look, settle down, get the basics right, get at the right end of the field, and we can score points. And let's ice this game.
Yeah, and that's the message they'll be getting. That's the message they'll be getting from Charlie Elton. It's pretty to have Charlie Elton out there as a massive plus for them at this stage. And I see Viliami Lee's got plenty to say as well down on that wee huddle. Still working on this, trying to work out what they're going to do here with young Breen. But boys, that's another issue for Kaikorai. Breen has been one of their major attacking weapons all year. How are they going to cover that?
Well, big issue, because getting into the championship quarter, Harbour will feel like they want to kick a wee bit more, get territory a wee bit more, and that would have played into a side that's chasing the game with the counter-attack, and Breen's been brilliant at that. So that just may take one of their weapons away. So it'll be really to see how Harbour play this last 20.
Well, I think they might.
Well, hello, we've got a Harbour supporter on the field.
Yes, but he's not naked, so that's good.
Look at that.
He's got a big Harbour flag out there. He's roaring. They're loving it in front of me. Loving it.
Club rugby alive and well here in Dunedin.
Oh, look, as a neutral watching this game, it's been an absolute cracker final. It was last year between these two teams, and we said at the beginning it's going to be a high-scoring game, and that's proved to be the case. Tremendous crowd here, tremendous crowd.
He's getting all scored off the ground, which is a wee bit disappointing. But
he's politely asked to take the stand.
He didn't crash tackle him. He's just said politely, look, can you get back on the other side of the fence, please?
Yeah. No.
And knowing the stadium well, they'll be giving him a free pot of chips.
A couple of beers.
He's getting a big reception, that man with that flag.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
crowd don't like it.
They've got him on the. They've got him. Look, they're still giving him the big roar.
He's back in his seat.
Yeah. Well, the crowd are entertaining themselves back here on the field. Breen is getting
got him on the
handled onto the stretcher. As I say, he's conscious. He looks pretty good. The ankle seems to be the problem. They're taking no risks at all, being precautionary as they should. And he'll be on that big scooter and away very shortly.
Big Graham Harvey down there giving directions.
Well, they do a great job, and they take no risks, as I say. And Harbour showing respect for the opposition captain. They're there, making sure he's okay.
Well, Henry Bell.
Solomon and Henry Bell having a bit of a yarn. Teammates for the Highlanders, of course.
Just remembered today, this coverage brought to you by Liquorland, Edinburgh, Garrador, Fred's Fencing and Brent Lucas Building.
You'll be pleased to know, Paul, that I've just recently purchased a door from your friends there at Garrador.
My old mate.
Hasn't got a garage, but he's got the door.
My old mate Gerald Orr.
Yeah, no, I've got a new
one of the great men.
Actually, an insurance job. I crashed into the garage and door.
You crashed into the garage?
Well, I came in a wee bit hot, and no, they're a great team to deal with, so go and see them. They'll look after you.
And our thanks today to Elevate and Alice for providing the coverage for this game on the ODT. And just remember, next week, I think, boys, we could be back in action up in Alexandra, calling the big Ranfurly Shield game between Mid-Canterbury and Otago.
Yeah, well, I'll have to, then I'm away on Saturday, actually. I'm going up to the Auckland FC Tottenham Hotspur game. I've been invited up, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Good sporting weekend.
And the word on the street, lads, you're a bit closer to this, Pipes. The word on the street is we might be seeing the return of the big Dutchman next Friday for Otago.
Yeah, no, he's going to roll out. It's just
it's the whisper.
It's how long he's going to play.
40 minutes.
But I think the plan is 40 minutes, and then probably a good chance he gets named to go on a plane that's heading to the Republic, and then they've got 4 warm-up games. As I said, Dave Rennie's already decided who's playing in those.
I think that's a big call. I think that's a big call for him, deciding who's going to play in these games already.
Well, and a warm round of applause there from the Harbour team. They realise that the skipper's in trouble here, and he's just injured. He's out of the game. He's had a big impact on the game. He's had a great game. He sparked the revival, and who knows? Let's hope he's back at the club rooms tonight having a beer with a victorious team. Who knows?
This could look big Stu down there. He's shouting the odds, but this could fire up Kaikorai.
Yeah, well, it works one of two ways. I mean, as we talked about, the Harbour boys have had a nice wee rest, and Kaikorai, they've had to bring on Stanley McClure, I think has gone to fullback.
It could be, although might.
In fact, it looks like Jake Hill's gone to fullback.
Go to fullback, yeah.
Well, Jake, of course, played 10-15 at school and is an accomplished fullback as well as 10. Not so much wing, but he's played well today. So he knows what he's doing back there.
That'll put Stanley McClure on the wing.
And he's capable of. He's certainly capable of staging counter-attacks too. So
they may
not have lost a lot there. And again, warm applause for Charlie Breen as he exits the field.
Getting a warm applause from both sides, with both camps over there on the main grandstand side of the field as he goes under the tunnel. And the game is about to get underway. We've had a good 10, 12 minute, possibly closer to 15-minute break here.
the booming voice of Richard Perkins echoes out across the ground.
So can somebody
I don't think he has a microphone. I think he just talks that loud.
Can somebody tell Richard Perkins to calm down over there, please? If you're hearing this commentary, somebody go down and have a chat with him.
Right, game on.
You think you're at a boxing match. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side from the scrum. Punahihi charging it forward. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Again, they start forward. Rawiri Martin again. Gets the ball back. Kaikorai full of running. Takes it forward through Taka. Again, they're charging it up trying to go up towards that 22. This is good play from Kaikorai. Now, what do they got? They get it out. To Hill. Hill's still going. Nice. Flicks a nice wee pass away. Martin's got it. Still going, Martin through the hole. Martin still going, Martin. This is a massive run. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. What have they got? Scott goes in looking for it. Bit slow getting there. Casey's got it now. What's Casey going to do? Gets dragged down. Big prop dragged him down. Dalai. Ball comes back on the Harbour of the Kaikorai side though. Desperate defence from Harbour. Referee's got it. No, didn't have his arm out. And they're still looking for runners. Driver this time goes forward. Ball comes back. Scott's there looking for it. Got it now. Small's got it. Casey's in the midfield. Out to McDowell. McDowell tried to go through the hole. Dragged down. Referee says play on. Thought he might have played it on the ground. Ball comes back to Scott. Picked it up again. They charge it forward.
Elton's got him. Elton's got him in a vice-like grip.
Brock Reed that time. Brock Reed's come onto the field for Kaikorai.
What a play from Charles Elton. Come with the hour.
Yeah, it was just too high in the carry there. Brock Reed as he came on. And easy for Elton. He just picked up. Just a young guy. Promising player. But, yeah, no, too easy.
But great awareness from Elton. And these are the moments. Kaikorai hot on attack there. Looking to reduce that 10-point deficit even further. But Harbour now with a chance to relieve the pressure.
Harbour scrum. 18 minutes to go. Remember, it's a 10-point diff. 38-28. Again, we're slowing down. We're waiting for some...
A bit of cramping going on both sides, really. And referee's trying to wave off the water carriers and saying, Lee, they're getting told to leave the field, Lee, the water carriers.
Good job.
Very stern down here.
They forgot about the one behind the post, though.
Yeah, and the girl that's on that's spraying.
Yeah. And this other guy that's wandering around. There's three of them still on the field. I'm not sure what they're actually doing. Here we go. We're going to finally set the scrum.
So Harbour will want a good, solid exit here. Somewhere out around the 10-metre mark, I would have thought. To relieve some pressure.
But Obi, they've got to keep playing, don't they? They can't just, you can't shut up shop. You can't shut up shop.
But they've got to be at the right end of the park.
England did that on Tuesday, and where are they?
It's a good scrum from Harbour, but again it goes down. Milne's got it. It's not a great kick from Milne.
No, that's pretty good. They'll be happy with that.
Takes it out.
Back to set piece. They can set the defensive line. That's okay. And those are the things they've got to do well in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and wind the clock down a little bit. They've still got a one try advantage, so it's not like they're within inside that 7. They've still got 10 to go. So
here we go. So
another change at halfback, is it, Lee?
Just warming up. Yeah, no change for Harbour at 9 there, Paul.
Yeah, Brad Campbell's come on.
Former varsity player, switched clubs halfway through this year. Actually, not a bad referee, Brad Campbell. We've had him a couple of times.
And a good player. It's well stolen. We're stolen by Harbour. Picked up. Nice run from Lokatui. Ball comes back on the Harbour side. Brad Campbell gets it up to Dalai. The new loose head prop. He gets dragged back a few yards. Kaikorai trying to get round. Coming around the side there. Campbell's got it. Back to Milne. Puts it high in the air. Don't know if that's an option. But in they come. Charging in. Brilliantly done.
Knocked it on.
I thought he might have knocked that back. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Referee says come back for the scrum.
I'm not sure that Harbour want to be going to 50-50s at this point. They've got the ball. They can hold on to it, show a bit of patience, and then get the long kick in. Go to 50-50 up and under. I'm not sure in your own half. You're really just giving the ball back to Kaikorai.
Well, what you want is the ball, don't you, OB? If you're Harbour, you want as much of that ball as you can have. And then
putting it long and pitting Kaikorai back in their own half. giving them the ball on halfway.
Henry Scott off here, OB. Sorry, PD. Change at halfback for Harbour, Kaikorai.
Yeah, change of halfbacks. They've run a lot of kilometres halfbacks. 64 minutes gone.
Tane Hand has come on. Good player, Tane Hand.
Right, they've been good from set piece, Kaikorai. What have they got up their sleeve?
Right, just scrum. Here we go. Tane Hand gets the ball out into the midfield. Go runners. Get it out, and they've got it out to Hill. Hill showing some toe. Hill still going. Dragged down by Viliami. Ball comes back. Tane Hand takes it up towards the 22. They're in there looking for it. Referee says no, play on. Casey slowed down a bit there. Got a big hit there from Tony Taufa. Ball comes back. Looking for runners.
Brayley.
And they've found Brock. They're over Brock. They've taken it off Brock, but then they got it back again, Kaikorai. Ball comes up to Taka. Tane Hand looking for a runner. Found Hill. Hill sniping round the ruck. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side again.
Well, they've got a gap here because Brayley is down on the right-hand edge.
Cramping. Takata's got it. Casey's got it now. Casey keeps going. Powerful run from Casey. Hill's looking for it. Tane Hand's got it. Soon takes it forward. Ball comes back. And they're going to go wide this time. But no. Small decides to go back infield. Have they got numbers somewhere? They've got a man down here still. Oh, big hit.
Yeah,
big hit from Viliami. She thought it came off his shoulder.
That's a bit tough.
It's a bit tough. That's a really tough call.
Yeah, well, he didn't knock him he didn't get him for the knock on there that came through. He said it's come off his shoulder.
Now, they may want to shoot for points here.
Yeah. Good call.
Make it a 7-point game.
No, Casey's saying looking at the touchline.
Poor old Wilmer Brayley, he was out for that entire passage of play with cramp, and now he's off the sideline
with cramp.
Now they've all got cramp. I think one of the things, fellas, is they don't play at the stadium much. It's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? It's 80 minutes of helter-skelter running.
That's a good kick from Hill.
Yeah.
That's a great kick from Hill.
Great kick.
Is that still in play?
No, the flag is up there.
It was out. But he's knocked it 5 metres out. So he's kicked it from 40 metres to 5. Massive play coming up right now, OB.
And a replacement coming on for Brayley. His game is over.
Brayley's come off. They haven't really got much left.
Well, this line-out's crucial, lads, because...
I think that's the halfback coming back on, is it?
I think it is. I think the halfback's back on. Cuthers is back on because they've got nobody out wide. They've only got Willie Tafui left in the reserves. I think Willie Tafui's already on in the midfield.
Massive throw.
And Harbour have won that.
Oh, no.
But he got dragged back.
So they get no pay for getting up there.
Yeah.
And another man down.
Yes.
Their number 8's down with cramping.
Lokatui's down.
This is turning into a basket case of a game.
Well, it's just like I said, it's a different kettle of fish. It's warm today, despite what you blokes are doing, sunning yourselves up there. It's hot down here, and it's just got them, and it's got both teams. But this is crucial. Not a poor throw from Bell, but they're really struggling for the line out, aren't they? And Harbour went up. They did the right thing, but the slap down, 5-minute scrum. 13 minutes to go, OB. This is a crucial
Harbour need a really big scrum here.
Well, the clock is not a factor at the moment.
No, it's still 12
minutes. This game
minutes.
is still very much in the balance.
Yeah, but they're not inside the
but
7.
It's been all Harbour for the last, I should say, all Kaikorai for the last 20 minutes. So Harbour just seemingly unable to get down the field.
Righto, so Tane Hand to feed this 5-metre scrum. 5 metres in from touch. They go straight down.
Oh.
This has happened a lot today, and we haven't policed it. We've just let them...
I was going to say that, Paul. That's interesting from referee Caleb Nielsen. He has not policed that at all and been happy for the scrums to go down and call play on. Now we're resetting. Interesting.
Well, for me, it's just a restart. I don't like penalties at scrums.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just saying.
Righto, here we go. So they're going to reset. This is not really eating up clock, but I suppose it is. Anyway, so we're going to back to reset here. Can Kaikorai Harbour get some sort of domination with Salamau still on the field?
Well, they've brought their right wing in to just inside their number 10, but I don't think they'll do the inside pass. I think they'll fancy again going wide and looking to that left-hand
Casey
corner.
might come off if they get a decent scrum.
And scrum.
Oh, look at that. Is that Salamau?
Salamau, too big, too strong, boys.
As I said,
they had no choice but to go down on that side of the scrum. Salamau just flooded that side of the scrum.
Big play from a big player.
And this is with Rike Milne now. This is to relieve some pressure for Harbour.
They've got to get down the field, win the line out and get further down the field. So
it's just kicked that outside the 22.
Well, barely.
They get the 22, so...
I think they are playing
I think it's a Charles Elton take it and drive special here, I think.
I think that's what they've got to do. They've just got to get up and get the ball and hold on to it. But they've only got a four-man.
Yeah, short.
Short. I don't know why they're doing that. Well done. They've taken it down well. Tony Taufa in the midfield. That's a nice wee run from Taufa. Ball comes back to Campbell. Campbell looking for some more runners. He's off, and he's back to Rike Milne. Again, he's put it straight into the hand. Not the place.
Not the place.
Straight to the hands of Xavier Small. It's out to Hill. Hill gets taken down. Was that a knock on?
Come off his
Referee
boot.
said no. That's a powerful run over the halfway, and the Harbour supporters are up on their feet. Ball's come back on the Harbour side. Elton's got it now.
They've got to hold on to
slow it down.
They've got to hold on.
No, it's been turned over. It's been turned over.
Oh.
Ball's come up in the air. Straight up to Tupu in the midfield. Referees, they're all appealing for the ball. Back in the hands of McDowell. He's going to go wide. They're going to put a kick long. Partially charged down. Luca Fuller. Luca should have put the boot to that. Luca Fuller still going. He's got a man outside him. Goes to ground inside the half. Harbour pile into that scrum. Ruck. Taufa. Back to Milne. Milne's going to kick. Taken to ground. Didn't kick. Shaped to kick. Didn't. Ball comes back to the halfback. Covers. Who's now playing on the wing. Ball comes back to Campbell.
Just got to hold
Luca
on
Fuller at first five.
A bit of patience here will serve Harbour.
Dafui, the prop, the replacement prop, comes back on the Harbour side. Salamau's got it now. No, he threw it past to Taufa, but it's knocked on.
Well, this is just frenetic, and I don't understand this. Harbour are playing at a pace that's not serving them well. They're in front by 10, and they're throwing it left and right. It's just a frenetic game of rugby now.
Yeah, well, look, the clock is actually Harbour's friend here. I know that we've been talking about. There's only 8 minutes to go, right? So you're going to get into that point where Kaikorai are just simply going to have to throw chances to the wind, because they're not within a try. They have to score some points, which ironically has got to be a try to get themselves in with 9 minutes to go.
Well, as Paul said, they had a couple of opportunities there to move the ball down the field through the boot.
Yeah,
and they shoot them both. And look, now we have a scrum on halfway.
Exactly. So all Harbour have to do is play the clock down, play the percentages, go to the set plays. This helter-skelter stuff is really kind of keeping Kaik in the game. But I believe they've got to score, and they've got to score now.
Well, as I said, they've been good from set piece.
Just taken off two of their
big scrum from Harbour.
Comes back on the Kaikorai side.
Oh.
Tipped over in midfield by Campbell. Ball comes back to Tane Hand. Dale's off, by the way, for Harbour. And so is the big number 8, Cody Lokatui. They're charging it up, Kaikorai. They're still in their own half. Tupu's got it the second 5, but they're holding him up. Now they get it back to Tane Hand.
Wrong way.
But I tell you what, Harbour are tearing into this ruck. Tearing into this ruck.
Kaikorai still got it though.
And they pushed him out of the way.
No, he came from the side. He's come from the side. The Harbour supporters don't like it.
Casey will crack it. Oh, and he's thrown into the ground.
It's all happening.
It's all go. Ball comes back to Raweri Martin. Ball comes back on their side.
Not a great play.
Kaikorai have got it. Hill's got it now. Casey's got the pass out wide. Finds Hill again. Hill's going to go. Hill's going to go. Hill's still going. Up over the 10-metre line. Salamau gets back and makes a big tackle. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Rico Fisher. Harbour defending well at the stage. Casey's got it now. Looking for a hole. Tony Taufa all over him like a rash. Ball comes back to Hill. More and more into the game. Hill straight through. Hill's looking for a runner. There's a knock on. There was a knock on there. Referee's missed it. Ball comes back. He's got a penalty. No, he hasn't.
Turn over.
To Harbour.
Now they're going to take their time.
Campbell.
Patience.
You just got to put it out. But we're going to run it out. Now we kick. Kick deep down towards the 22.
Bounce and
a terrible bounce. He's picked it up. They're all over them. Got them. Rike Milne's made the tackle. Kaikorai get back. Kaikorai get a penalty.
Didn't let him.
Well, referee, he was telling to release them. It's fair enough. He didn't do it. Caught up in the emotion of the moment.
I tell you what, Lee, that certainly the referee's getting it from the Harbour crowd there.
But they've certainly rebuffed that one. There's 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was fair enough, though. He did tell him to release the player, and he didn't do so, and so he got penalised. But it's just those 50-50s. Jake Hill's really coming into his own at 10.
Well, exactly. They haven't, Breen was good, but Hill's good as well. They haven't lost a lot on the counter-attack there, but
I think they've got to score here, lads.
Now the clock comes into play.
Here we go. Thrown to this line out. Still a 10-point gap. What have they got? What have they got? Oh, didn't look very straight. I think they've grabbed that. That was a great steal.
Patience here for Harbour.
Great steal. So it might have been Govertz. Govertz, who's come onto the field, might have grabbed that out of the air. So Harbour have got it. They're going to eat clock now. 75 minutes gone. They've got to eat clock. Now they make a charge forward. Getting back over the top of it. Campbell's looking for it. Campbell's looking for Milne. Campbell's going to kick from the base. That's not a great kick. It's only gone up, straight up and down. They're underneath it. But it's been picked up by Harbour. Storming forward. Crowd going crazy. Harbour looking for the ball. Kaikorai coming back over the top. Kaikorai may have won this. What does the referee say?
It's Harbour ball.
Harbour ball. Sailor Mao just goes back the other way. Rico Milne's got it. Now they go to midfield. Goes to the big man, Valami Lee. It's now with the wee fullback, Luca Fuller. He goes to ground. Over the top go Kaikorai. Ball comes back to Campbell. It's all go here. Tony Taufa goes to ground just inside the 10-metre line. Campbell looking for it. Picked up by the big prop, Dalai. He goes to ground. Kaikorai trying to get their hands on it. Back to that big Willie Tafui. Hits the hole. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. Still looking for runners. Francesconi still on the field, looking a wee bit tired.
Yeah, this is good from Harbour, though. They're just
sucking it up now.
Playing it tight, playing the clock, and playing the touchline, and that's intelligent.
Running out of time. Sailor Mao just walks it forward a yard. Comes back.
No, he's from the side.
McDowell, you can't come in there. Penalty.
Huge
moment. Kick and goal. 38-28. 38-28. What does he do here, lads? I think he's going to take the shot.
Yeah, definitely take the shot.
They're pointing for the shot.
Yeah, he'll waste two. He's taking the shot.
McDowell can't believe it. Yeah. Shakes his head.
Good call, Lee. A tactic shift there from Harbour. Held on to the ball. Less frenetic. Patience. And it just forced the error from Slade McDowell. And now they have the opportunity, with only 3 minutes to go, to use up at least a minute here. And that means if he gets it, that's 2 converted tries, and that's going to be hard work in 2 minutes.
It doesn't matter. It's game over. What Kaikorai should be doing here, lads, is getting players back, so if he misses it, they can run it out. They've got no choice. They haven't got enough back. Look at their formation. Well, you can't see it on the screen, but they're just setting it up traditionally.
And Rico Milne, he's kicked hundreds of points over the last couple of seasons for Harbour. No more important kick than this one.
He is the top point scorer, lads, in club rugby this season. He's gone past Ben Miller, who didn't play today. So Rico Milne is going to take that trophy away at the end of the year. He's kicked us. He's kicked it pretty well. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
There you go.
That'll do it. He's put this. He's signalled to the crowd. Harbour go absolutely crazy. The penalty's over. 41-28. They've got 2 minutes to go.
2 converted tries in 2 minutes. That's a bridge too far, Lee.
Yes. Well, the nails have been put in the coffin, and Rico Milne just hammered it straight.
It's come back on the Kaikorai side. What have they got left? They charge up towards the 22. They've got to score quickly. Back with Tane Hand. They go wide. Brock Reed takes it down. Ball comes back again. Again they try to go wide. Casey! Still going, Casey! Did the pirouette there. But then he gets driven back into touch. Referee says play on.
What is going on?
Great defence from Harbour.
That player was a mile offside.
I thought he was. Ball comes back on the Kaikorai side. They're only 6 or 7 metres out. Can they get it over the line? Fuller, back here, the big Dalai tried to nick that, but couldn't pick it up. Back to Kaikorai. Punahihi picks it up, but now they're getting dragged back. Great defence from Harbour. Is this Harbour's day, finally? Do they finally win a banner on their own? They go wide. McDowell's got it. What have they got on? What can McDowell do? McDowell's still going.
Inside the last minute on the clock.
Last minute, down the last minute. Penalty! Penalty to Kaikorai. Players getting pushed off the ball. Here we go. What do they got? McDowell's going to have a quick tap. McDowell takes it and goes. McDowell goes at the line. He's held up. They go at the line again. What does the referee say? Try to McDowell. He's given him the try.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. McDowell has scored.
Commissioner Gordon just rang Batman. It ain't over.
With 30 seconds left on the clock, have Kaikorai given themselves one sniff. They'll get one play from the kickoff, and they'll have to go the length.
But he's got to kick the conversion.
He's got to kick the conversion.
He's rushing this.
He's rushing this.
Silly.
No worries.
No worries.
Converted.
One of the great kicks. Holy moly.
So Harbour will make their way back to halfway with 80 minutes gone on the clock.
Referee says time off.
41 to 35. Two more players come on for Harbour. Ryan Palmer's on the field now.
What a grandstand finish this is.
What's he saying? Let's not get tied up in a time controversy, lads. Make sure you know how much time to go.
I think this is the last play.
Well, it certainly says 80 minutes on the clock, and they're pretty good here at the stadium. They don't run the clock on.
So it's Rike Moon. It's a 6-point lead, lads. Same as I think it's exactly the same as the final last year, except it's the other way around. It's unbelievable. It's been an unbelievable game of rugby. Rike Milne, what's he going to do?
Can Kaikorai produce two tries in 2 minutes?
He's put it deep. That's not a bad kick. They're going to have to run this out. Hill's got it. Got it to hand. Dragged him down. Ball comes back.
Oh, there it is. Game over.
Penalty to Harbour. It's all over.
They've tapped it.
What's he doing? What is he doing? He's taking a tap penalty. He's going to kick it out now. And Rike Milne. Rike Milne has kicked it out. Harbour have won the game. 41 to 35. The crowd go nuts. Harbour, for the first time in their history under that banner, they've finally won a banner on their own. Fantastic performance.
A tremendous final. And you can see the joy. They've collapsed. Both teams are gone. They're right on their feet. You can just see a wee bit of it on your screen there, but a magnificent final, 31-9 at the break. Credit to Kaikorai, they came back phenomenally well to get themselves, even with a minute to go. But it is Harbour's day, and as you quite rightly pointed out, Paul, the first time they've won it on themselves, they shared it with University, but now it is their day, and well deserved. But from a rugby spectacle, it just did not and will not get better than that.
Right, boys, you've got to talk me through it. They get a penalty under the post. The captain in the back line, taps and goes. What was he thinking?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
46 players have given everything today. And for 2026, Harbour are the Dunedin Rugby Club champions, and who would deny them that? They've played a sensational game. You think about it in the first half, they led comfortably at half-time. Kaikorai, as you knew they would, came storming back, but they just had enough Harbour, and they played with enterprise, they played with spirit. Their forwards gave everything, and they thoroughly deserve this win. But you're quite right, for everyone who turned up today, that's a great afternoon's entertainment.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what was interesting, OB, in this game has been the momentum shifts, wasn't it? We saw Kaikorai started off well, and I think it's one of these fashionable things they have. They'll probably have it tonight. They have this momentum shift thing that they have in rugby league that you should all ignore. But it has these spikes. They have it in football as well. If you had a look at this, there was a lot of that, wasn't there? There was Kaikorai, then Harbour had a massive period up to half-time, and then back came sort of Kaikorai for a break, then a blip from Harbour, and the last really 20 minutes has been all Kaikorai, and credit to them, but tremendous game.
The difference for me from last year was this time Harbour took their opportunities. They only had a couple of visits, they scored points, they converted the points, they built up enough of a buffer, because you knew Kaikorai were going to come back. They're too good a side not to come back, but they just had enough. But what a game of rugby. And look, some of the players out there today, Lucas Casey, what a hero for the Kaikorai club. Solomon for Harbour, what a job he did.
I thought, lads, I've got to pick players of the day for the ODT on Monday to go towards points for Club Player of the Year. I thought from Harbour's point of view, possibly my best too. I agree, OB, Salamau was huge. And I thought Rike Milne was huge for them today. When they needed to him, he really stood up.
Yeah, he was good. His kicking was good by and large. Tony Tauf was another one. He was probably more prominent in the first 60, but he gave everything. And he's a real energizer bunny. He goes and goes and goes. And look, Kaikorai had their own heroes. I thought Charlie Breen before he went off was very good. I thought Jake Hill was very good.
Yeah. I think Franisconi too was excellent today.
Right.
I think if you have a look at it, we talked about this a lot through the commentary. The big guys need to stand up, and by that, the players that you would expect in a final to stand up, and they did. For Harbour, it was the likes of Milne, it was Salamau, who had a massive shift, and then got a couple of crucial scrum penalties towards the end. Charles Elton, Taylor Dale, and then you have a look at Kaik. I mean, Lucas Casey literally single-handedly dragged them back into the game. He is a phenomenal player with a magnificent career in front of him, and OB, the more he develops, the better for the Highlanders and for Otago. He was tremendous today. I thought Charlie Breen was good till he went off. I agree, Jake Hill was great. I can't, praise this game from a rugby spectacle. It had everything, and congratulations to both clubs. And on this occasion, congratulations to Harbour.
Okay, boys, look, we might just have to wrap it up there. I've got to go down and do some stuff on the ground, but just like to thank our sponsors, Liquorland, Edinburgh, Garrador, Fred's Fencing, Brent Lucas Building, and Elevate for bringing you the coverage. And I hope you've had a great day. I hope you've enjoyed it on the ODT website today. And we'll be back with you next week when we bring you the Ranfurly Shield match from Molyneux Park in Alexandra.
Good afternoon.
So what? Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.